Okay, so first question in dextroversion, yoke muscle for right lateral rectus is what? So answer is left medial rectus. This is very straightforward. Dextroversion is basically looking to the right. If you are looking to the right, okay, how you are looking to the right? Like I'm standing behind the camera. Okay, so this is my hand. I'm standing. This is going to the right. Okay, so I'm moving this to the right. I'm telling the patient, don't move your head. Try to move your eyeball and follow this. Okay, so I'm looking to the right. I'm looking to the right. If I'm looking to the right, then what muscle contracts? The right side का lateral rectus वो contract हो रहा है, and also the left side medial rectus has to contract, isn't it? Like when someone is looking to some place somewhere, okay, ऐसे ऐसे, there is some object here, suppose कुछ एक object इस तरफ है, तो फिर then what happens? This side will look here, this side will look here. So this muscle and this muscle, they are opposite, right? So this is the medial rectus, this is the lateral rectus, isn't it? So when lateral rectus of this side eye will contract, the medial rectus of this side eye will contract. Okay, so this is how the things are. So right lateral rectus yoke muscle is left medial rectus. Now agonist, synergist, antagonist, yoke muscle. So agonist is muscle which have that action only. Okay, only that action. For example, like abduction. Abduction, who will do abduction? Abduction means what? Moving away from the midline. Who will do abduction? Lateral rectus. Lateral rectus will contract. Then the eye will have abduction. Then synergist, matlab that action. It will only have that action. Directly that action. And synergist is what? Synergist means two muscles which have the same action in the same eye. Okay. Same action in same eye. That is synergist. Okay. Antagonist is opposite action in same eye, and yoke muscle is muscles with same action but of opposite eyes. Before I try to give example, first of all we have to know what are the action of the muscles. I made this mnemonic when I was in HS. In HS, when during medicine posting, the SR people, they used to take the rounds and go away, but we interns, we used to like write all the investigations which they have ordered, change the order book in the nurse room, and a lot of things anyway. So the point is, I made this mnemonic, SR, eat in advance. So intern dalma abada. Now dalma abada is basically, I belong to Odisha, and that dalma abada is like basic food. Dalma is basically dal and abada is basically rice. Okay, although abada also has a different connotation in Jagannath culture, but just take it that it is very basic food. So SR, eat in advance, so intern dalma abada. You can use the old mnemonic which others use. There is this mnemonic called SINRAD. SINRAD, SINRAD, which basically means ki all superiors are intorters, okay, and all recti are adductors. This is also one mnemonic which is very famous, but this is my mnemonic, this one. So superior rectors, this is primary action, secondary action, tertiary action. Primary action, E for elevation, okay, E for elevation. This is intorsion, tertiary action is adduction. Similarly, superior oblique, primary action is intorsion, this one is depression, and this is abduction. Okay. So what is the action of inferior rectus? See, inferior rectus, superior rectus, you will just change this thing. Elevation will become depression, intorsion will become extorsion, but tertiary action will remain same, which means inferior rectus, tertiary action is also adduction. Okay. Inferior oblique, same thing means inferior oblique, primary action, extorsion. Then secondary action, it will become elevation, and the tertiary action will remain same, which is abduction. So some part you have to remember, that is tertiary action will remain same, okay, and this thing will become opposite. Okay. Also another thing, let us talk about medial rectus and lateral rectus. Now this is very straightforward. They have only one action. Medial rectus will pull towards the midline, it will adduct the eye. Lateral rectus will abduct the eye. Okay, that is the nerve supply of all these muscles. You have this mnemonic from first year, SO4 LR6, you know that, right? SO4 LR6, which means superior oblique is supplied by cranial nerve 4. Cranial nerve 4 is what? Trochlear. Cranial nerve 4, SO4. LR6 is lateral rectus is supplied by 6. All the other muscles, it is supplied by which nerve? It is supplied by the third cranial nerve. What is the third cranial nerve? Third cranial nerve is oculomotor nerve. Done. Rest are supplied by third cranial nerve. Cranial nerve 3. Okay. Done. One more question, how many extraocular muscles are there? It is 7. It is not 6, it is 7. Why 7? Because other than these 6 muscles which I wrote, there is also LPS. What is LPS? Levator palpebri superioris. Okay, LPS. LPS is also a extraocular muscle. Agonist, synergist and antagonist. Adduction, abduction, first two actions. Adduction, abduction, pure actions. There is no other thing about it. It is just adducting and abducting. So pure action is there in which muscle? Only in lateral rectus and medial rectus. They have only one action, isn't it? All other muscles will have 2 or 3 actions. 3 actions they have. So one hint we got ki agonist is a pure adduction. Who does that thing? That is, adduction is by medial rectus. Similarly, abduction is by what? Lateral rectus. Now you have to tell me that synergist. Who is the synergist of medial rectus? Synergist matlab same action. Who else does adduction? Tell me. Adduction is done by what? SR18 advanced, so intern Dalma Abada. So SR18 advanced, superior rectus was also doing adduction. So synergist means same action. Who else will do? So superior rectus. Who else will do adduction? Superior rectus का कौन सा action was adduction? The tertiary action. Now tell me, what did I tell you? Tertiary action is same for both superior rectus and inferior rectus. So the other person who will do adduction is inferior rectus. Antagonist means who will not do adduction. That means who will do abduction. Who will do abduction? Tell me. Of course, lateral rectus will do abduction. Also, from the mnemonic we know SR18 advanced, intern Dalma Abada, which means abduction is done by SO, superior oblique. And also I told you superior and inferior oblique, the tertiary action is same. So inferior oblique is also an antagonist. Now just you put the opposite. Abduction synergist will be superior oblique and inferior oblique. And the antagonist will be medial rectus, superior rectus, inferior rectus. Now supraduction. Supraduction means it will do elevation. Supra means upper. The eyelid will look up and it will come medially also. Okay. This action. Okay. Supraduction. Who will do supraduction? Matlab elevation. Now elevation is there in what? SR eat in advance. Okay. Eat. Elevation. So SR. Superior rectus primary action is elevation. And does it do adduction? Does it do adduction? So superior rectus is an agonist. Isn't it? Infraadduction. Who will do infraadduction? Obviously adduction means it is a rectus, of course. You can also use that syn rad mnemonic, syn and rad. It is talking about adduction means it has to be rectus. Some rectus, which is which rectus? Inferior rectus. Infraadduction, obviously inferior rectus will do infraadduction, isn't it? Now who are the synergist? Can you tell me? When it is asking about synergist, we will focus on the supra part. Who else is an elevator? Who else is an elevator? Elevator is inferior oblique. Inferior oblique is a synergist. Similarly, infraadduction. So who is the synergist? Forget about the adduction part. Focus on the infra. Who will do depression? Tell me. Depression is by superior oblique, isn't it? Now antagonist. Antagonist opposite. Supraduction. Superior rectus means obviously superior rectus will be opposed by the other thing, inferior rectus. And inferior oblique will be opposed by superior oblique. Similarly, inferior rectus will be opposed by superior rectus and superior oblique will be opposed by inferior oblique. You can also check the action. Inferior rectus does what? SR18 advance, intern Dalma Abada. Eat in advance, elevation, this will be depression. Okay, you verify it. Okay. So this is a thing. Solved. Now yoke muscle is very different. Why? Because yoke muscle is muscle with same action in opposite eyes. Which means if suppose, see this is the marker, I tell you, look here. Don't move your head, just look here. Then what is moving? You are looking towards the right side. When you are looking to the right side, what is happening? Your lateral rectus of the right eye is contracting. Also, the medial rectus of the left eye is also contracting. This side ka medial rectus is contracting. This side lateral rectus is contracting. Then only you are able to look like this here. Okay. So, always medial rectus of one eye plus lateral rectus of opposite eye, they are the yoke muscles. Okay. They are the yoke muscle. So this part is solved. This is the other question. 52-year-old male with triple vessel disease with poor LV function. CABG was decided during maintenance of anesthesia. Which agent is preferred? IV opioids, isoflurane, halothane, nitrous oxide. This is a very straightforward question. Answer will be intravenous opioid. Why? Because isoflurane, halothane and nitrous oxide, what is common between them? They are all inhalational agents. And inhalational agents, what do? They decrease the cardiac output. Tell me the answer to this question. Unconjugated hyperbilirubinemia which did not subside even after 3 weeks of birth was observed in a neonate. Liver enzymes, PT, INR and albumin levels was normal. No hemolysis was seen on peripheral blood smear. A drop in bilirubin level was observed within a week of treating with phenobarbital. Now what will be the diagnosis? Rotor syndrome, Crigler-Nazar type 2, type 1 and Dubin-Johnson. So what will be the answer? So I will not tell the answer first. Let me just tell you a simple thing. It is unconjugated hyperbilirubinemia. Unconjugated. Unconjugated. So you remember this stupid mnemonic? Doctor conjugate. Just remember this, doctor conjugate, which basically means that Dubin-Johnson and rotor are conjugated. So unconjugated is there in the question. So Dubin-Johnson and rotor, it's gone. Ye to gaya. Next we have Crigler-Nazar type 1 and type 2. Obviously it is Crigler-Nazar, but which type? So remember, this thing you have to remember, that Crigler-Nazar type 1 is a complete enzyme absence and type 2 is a less severe one, which will have less than 10% activity of liver enzymes. UGT glucuronil transferase. So this is the enzyme which is defective in Crigler-Nazar. As you can see from the name, glucuronil transferase, basically it will transfer a glucuronide to the bilirubin and then it will become conjugated. So that is called conjugation. So basically if the enzyme for conjugation is not there, then what will happen? It will lead to unconjugated hyperbilirubinemia. But so anyway, the answer will be improvement. See, drop of bilirubin was observed within a week of treating with phenobarbital, which means कि okay, this disease is easily treated. थोड़ा सा phenobarbital दे दिया और वो ठीक हो गया. That means it is a less severe disease, which is the 10% enzyme वाला disease, that is the Crigler-Nazar type 2. Because this phenobarbital is an enzyme inducer, so you give phenobarbital, the remaining enzymes, whatever it is there, it will get induced. Child will come back to normal. So let us know the approach to any hyperbilirubinemia question. So if there is hyperbilirubinemia, okay, there is increased bilirubin, then it can be two types. Either that is some kind of conjugated bilirubin that is increased or unconjugated bilirubin is increased. So first we will go to the easier one. Easier one is unconjugated. So as I said, that mnemonic, doctor conjugate, which means you know कि Dubin-Johnson and rotor is not here. That means what else you can think of? You can think of Crigler-Nazar and you can think of Gilbert. So anyway, the point is unconjugated, but it can also be increased in hemolytic anemias. If there is more hemolysis, then the liver does not have that enzyme, that UGT glucuronil transferase. That enzyme is limited in quantity. It will get saturated. If there is too much destruction, how much bilirubin it will be able to conjugate? So unconjugated bilirubinemia can be seen in either those inherited defects of UGT glucuronil transferase defect, or it can be seen in hemolytic. And LDH, haptoglobin will be decreased and LDH will be increased. Anyway, we will go to that later. But first, UGT glucuronil transferase, it can be two types. One is Crigler-Nazar, another one is Gilbert. Gilbert is around 35% activity. Crigler-Nazar is again two types, type 1, type 2. Type 1 is totally absent and type 2 is around 10% activity. Okay, now the point is, as long as you have some enzyme, you can induce that enzyme to function by giving phenobarbital. Okay, so the treatment for both the Crigler-Nazar type 2 and Gilbert is phenobarbital. But for type 1, there is no treatment. Okay, there is no treatment. The child will present with kernicterus, serious things. Kernicterus means a brain, there will be more bilirubin in the brain, that is kernicterus. So in that, what will happen? Kernicterus, you will have abnormal movements. There will be, you call it as dystonia. Abnormal movements, and obviously there is no enzyme, so it is severe. So CNS manifestation will be there. There is no treatment for it. It is fatal. But Crigler-Nazar type 2, you can treat with phenobarbital. Then Gilbert. Now you will tell me, ma'am, Gilbert and Crigler-Nazar are so similar. The enzyme defect is same, treatment is same. Then how you will differentiate? Now see that here it is only 10%. So he will show some symptoms. You have to treat him. But in Gilbert, 35%, our body is very smart. It can act with 35%. So this child will be normal. The child will be normal at birth. He will only present with symptoms during times of stress, like he can have exercise, he can do starvation or something, high altitude, something will happen which will put stress on his body, then only his bilirubin, it will get expressed. Hyperbilirubinemia or jaundice, that thing will be expressed only during times of stress. So this child is essentially normal until you trigger him. So that is the difference. Okay, now for Crigler-Nazar, as I told you, there is no treatment. But will you give up on this child? You will not give up. What you will do? You will do the random stuff like that phototherapy, that thing you can do. You can do exchange transfusion through the umbilical vein. Okay, random things you can do, exchange transfusion, phototherapy, blah, blah, blah. But it is actually fatal, kind of. Then conjugated. Conjugated, as I told you, two things you already know. Doctor conjugate, Dubin-Johnson and rotor. So how you will differentiate? Other causes are also there, but first let us come to Dubin, Johnson and Rotor. So the catch point is all liver enzymes will be normal. Normal ALT, normal AST and ALP. Then it is DJ or Rotor syndrome. So what is the defect in DJ? There is a defect in MRP2 protein, that secretion. That protein is defective. So secretion of the bilirubin to outside the liver does not happen. In the liver it got conjugated, but now from the liver it cannot be secreted into the bile canaliculi. So MRP2 protein is defective. Sometimes they will give 1 or something, some other number they will give, so MRP2, and secretion will be defective. Secretion. And what is the catch point? How you will diagnose? The diagnosis is by, they will give a hint of black liver. Why? Because Rotor syndrome, yes, Rotor syndrome, the defect is OATP, organic anion transporter defect, transport protein defect. So that will decrease the reuptake in the intestine, that will be decreased. So that will lead to conjugated hyperbilirubinemia. So here there is no problem with the liver. So liver is normal. Then okay, this is one of conjugated. The other examples of conjugated are what? You know, obstructive jaundice, surgical. In this case, how you will know it is obstructive? There will be increased ALP levels. Increased ALP levels. So now I'll tell you one extra thing. It will most probably not come. In these obstructive cases, usually you will do GGT levels, gamma glutamyl transferase. You will do these levels. If it comes out to be normal, normally it should increase, okay, in a liver disease. But if it comes out to be normal, then suspect it to be Paget disease. Because if GGT and ALP are enzymes of the liver. If they will increase, both of them should increase. If GGT is normal and ALP is increasing, then tell me where else do you find ALP in the body? ALP is also found in the bone, isn't it? ALP is also found in the osteoblast. So you will know that if GGT is normal but ALP is more, that means this ALP is not from liver, it is from the bone. Hence the diagnosis should be Paget disease. But of course you will like check the calcium levels, phosphate levels and PTH levels, blah blah like that. And if GGT is increased, that means the problem is in the liver. And you will do that MRCP, which is a gold standard. Okay, sorry. MRCP, which is the investigation of choice, and gold standard ERCP. So you will do all that. Last scenario of conjugated hyperbilirubinemia is increased AST and ALT. So in this case, AST more than ALT is alcoholic. ALT more than AST is NASH. Let me write it properly. NASH, non-alcoholic steatohepatitis and viral hepatitis. And both will increase, and they're around 1000 or more. Then it is acute liver failure like PCM, and mushroom toxicity can lead to this around 1000. And this case, see, this case also both are elevated and whatever. But point is that they will always be within 300, okay, less than 300. Elevated but not so much. That is this. And if too much elevated, then acute liver failure. Now there is a mnemonic for it. That is, I belong to Odisha, so in Odisha the most famous alcoholic beverage is something known as Aska 40. There are even so many songs about it. Even posh people, like medical college students, they might not drink it, but like it's a part of day-to-day conversation. Most famous liquor here. So Aska 40 is a like Desi Daru, it's a like country liquor. So from here I remembered Aska 40. Aska AS40. So Aska 40. Okay, so this is the mnemonic. So AST is more than ALT in alcoholic.